Welcome everybody to the Poke Battle Network. Today we're going to be taking a look at another local play Pokemon in-person tournament, as the 6'4 Ninja has provided me with his second in-person tournament run. That's right, this is a continuation on his weekend in-person locals of last month. He went around and he helps out with the judging. A great battler, a great community leader for us here up there in the northern region. So be on the lookout, as he's going to be battling in his second in-person local. Now this lineup is a little different than his first one. He mixed things up. He took Psychic Fang off of Steelix. He's got an Azuilos now. He brought double counter this time. Dewgong, very impressive. And he's got Superior as well. So we're going to take a look now and watch his second tournament run of the October play Pokemon scene. Here we go, entering the first round of this local, as it is against TTV Archeon. Alright, we've got 6'4 Ninja bringing in that debuffing team. He's got a Azuilos here this time. He's got an Superior. He's got the Medicham double counter faction here. Wombo combo, right? Double counter? Or is it a mud shot, Polly? We'll have to find out, as the Superior is going to be met with the Pidgeot, and that's not what he wants to see. And he's going to get the Steelix in, and now he's going to draw out that Medicham. Alright, so now the Pidgeot walked away with a couple of little damage, but remember, Superior is a little healthy. Maybe that Aerial Ace can do some damage here. But the Breaking Swipe is going to go through first on this Medicham. Might not get shielded. Excellent. These Dragon Tails are chunking away at the Medicham now. The debuffed Medicham, look at what counter did. It's about the same, and it's a dynamic punch. It's debuffed, so it doesn't KO. This is actually pretty nice. Keeps the Medicham alive. Doesn't give it so much health to where it can get to another charge move. Maybe this Superior or this, maybe the Superior can farm it down. Ooh, it is double debuff, so might not do as much damage, this Ice Punch. It's a Psychic, even less of a damage wear, and it's swapped in, and now the Pidgeot's locked in on this Dragon Breath, and that is not what Dragon Breath wants, as this is now swinging in Zweilous' favor. Zweilous is so tanky. That Dragon Breath is chunking away. There's one shield. There comes a Dark Pulse coming off here. Boom, and the Pidgeot goes down. Medicham's in the back with little health. Does it come in? Yes, it does. Gets a couple of counters off, but not enough to get another Ice Punch off. And it is the Marsh Stomp in the back. Very impressive. The Marsh Stomp there with that Mud Bomb, with that Surf. So gets the Surf off and now gets another Dark Pulse 6'4 Ninja. Dark Pulse gets the final shield, and now it's all about Superior because Marsh Stomp is super weak. That Water Ground, what looked like a bad lead, turned into a great matchup in favor. That Steelix did so good for 6'4 Ninja. Will he bring it back in game 2? Will our opponent TTV adjust and actually bring the Medicham lead, or keep it so that it stays on the Steelix? We'll have to find out, as Dynamic Punch was revealed by our opponent's Medicham. Oh, it's Lantern onto Dewgong, but it's Water Gun. Oh no, the immediate swap. Oh, you might want to have it back, but you know what? That Medicham got a ton of extra counters. This might actually be in his favor, as there's coming a Ice Punch here first. The first shield goes off. Can he get to the second Ice Punch before it can? Yes, he can. And calculated perfectly on his counts before the first charge move comes from that Pidgeot. Gets both shields. Pidgeot has one more wing attack in there, and he's gonna let it go. I like this play. Gives up no shield, gets one more counter in her, and now it's all about Dewgong just farming up. Could this be Brave Bird? Could this be Feather Dance? It's a Feather Dance. The fear of Brave Bird causes the shield of the Dewgong. Immediate taps for that Superior. Here it comes. It's getting onto the battlefield now that the Pidgeot's off the table, and it's the Medicham. Wing attack is coming through with the Aerial Ace, and the first Mirror Aerial Ace goes through, and look at that. Yeah, absolutely. Water Gun, Lantern, Superior looking really strong here on both of these Pokemon with the shield, as a Frenzy Plant one-shots basically that Lantern back to the Pokeball, and Medicham here, who had built up the Psychic again, gonna get an aerial ace, and 6-4 Ninja's gonna 2-0 this first round. GG's opponent. That was quite a round 1 there. We'll see how he does in round 2 against just me, Josh Lee, against 6-4 Ninja. Doing a roundabout of the locals here. This is the second local he's doing as he gets a Steelix in the Charizard lead. You gotta feel good about that. Now, Charizard does have play and can be a mental game here, depending on how you play it. 6-4 throws the slow shield and get the great call there on the blast burn. Gonna go for that breaking swipe here. Gonna put some damage down, maybe get a shield from the Charizard. Gets a shield from the Charizard as the Dragon Tails are chunking away now. Ooh. Oh, gets another shield. Will it be a blast burn? Great call. 6-4 Ninjas on point. Now he can farm this Charizard down. With energy on the Steelix, in comes the Registeel, and he's tossing the Earthquake, baby. This is the Adventures Abound nerfed Earthquake that won't KO the Registeel so hard, but still leaves it in a good 60% of damage. Another Breaking Swipe comes through, which will debuff the Registeel's damage, and in comes the Zweilos to do its Dragon Breath. A Focus Blast should be able to take the Zweilos down to the deep red, as it does, and the Dragon Breath, though, is enough. Oh, immediate swaps, and the Body Slam is in. 6-4 Ninja making plays. It's the Charge Bug. Can he get to another Body Slam? He can in time. Oh no, Body Slam after a Body Slam. Charge Bug giving up the final shield. And this is great. Doesn't have to give up his final Pokemon yet. Charjabug's moves aren't going to be too threatening to Steelix, so good to throw the Steelix out here first. Maybe even do some debuffing, because if it has to come down to Poliwrath on that Charjabug, if he has to land a discharge, Poly's not going to like that. X's are still doing nothing, and the Volt Switch is not going to be enough to take out the Steelix, and Steelix gets off this Breaking Swipe, and this should be enough to take out Registeel and give Game 1 to 6-4 Ninja. Now, Game 2, we had some technical difficulties. It was a loss to the 6-4 Ninja, so it went 1-1 now, so we are going to get into Game 3 here, as we are going to watch the final matchup between 6-4 Ninja and Josh. The Steelix is working really well for 6-4 Ninja. With this new buff, everything that's happening with Steelix, looking really good for teams if you don't want a regular whatever that you do for anti-flyer, as it's going to be Dugong into the Sableye, and he brings that Steelix back. Sableye has enough energy, gonna throw the first foul play, gonna get the shield. 6-4 likes giving up that shield right away. Definitely different than some of the ways other players play, but you know what? He's made great calls on it, and he is 1-1 right now as a debuffed Icy Wind goes off, and now we'll see what a foul play does. Debuff to the Dugong, nothing. Dugong quietly successful. It was really good at the beginning of the season in play Pokemon circuit, and has done really well for some who know how to play with it. So this Pokemon, I am not shocked to see it on his team and doing very well, especially taking out that Sableye. Now he gets the Charm Tails. It's Shadow too. Those charms super damaging. Oh my goodness. But he gets the Icy Wind to debuff it and gets the no shield, so the chunk damage goes through, and it is now a Weather Ball landing onto the Superior. I am intrigued by this call to bring the Superior, but we'll have to see how it plays out as he gets the first shield from his opponent, putting a lot on Steelix, and his opponent makes an immediate swap into the Registeel, catching this Aerial Ace, and now comes the Steelix. Oh boy, we've got Focus Blast going around here with the Registeel. We've got Earthquakes on the Steelix. Head games are gonna be afoot. The first Focus Blast goes through. Here we go, so much energy now built on the Steelix. He's going for the Breaking Swipe. Will this bait be the shield? He gets the shield! One! Can he get it before the next Focus Blast? No! Will the debuff Focus Blast be enough? Will it be enough? Yes! As Steelix stays alive, chunking a bit more energy. Oh my god, what a catch! Josh That's amazing! An earthquake goes through, Ninetales goes down, but was it enough? Oh, he returns the favor! He says, catch on me, I'll return the favor. Focus Blast on the superior. A great play, amazing local battle, incredible call by Steelix to go for the earthquake. GG's! Incredible! Round 3, and it is absolutely a doozy to get to the finals. You are 206 for Ninja. Let's see what it is. Here we go in the local. Medicham into Defense Deoxys. Medicham is rocking that Psychic Ice Punch, the natural Medicham play. We've seen a lot of dynamic punches out there, but still Psychic is very dominant here in this meta, as the first Ice Punch gets the shield. Defense Deoxys still rocking a Thunderbolt. That is one that you don't really want to see as a Medicham. It's not as easy as it used to be with the, instead of a Rock Slide, but the Ice Punch is going to go through, and he's going to get the chip damage now. Building up for another Ice Punch as he was tapping away. The Thunderbolt, it should be, comes through with the shield. Oh, 6'4" has a game plan. You can tell in his mind. He goes for the Ice Punch again. Will he get the next shield? Doesn't get another shield. And you know what? Another Ice Punch could take it out. And he does. Wow. What a combo. Ice Punch, Ice Punch, Ice Punch, Ice Punch. 5 Ice Punches against the Defense Deoxys. And you could take it out in the one shield. Oh no, but you don't want to see a Charizard when you're the Dewgong, because that Blast Burn could be effective right before that Icy Wind. And that's what the opponent does. Does the Blast Burn, gets the last shield, and it's Dewgong on Dewgong. What am I watching? Peoria Grand Finals here? This is incredible. This is like, I've seen so many Dugongs in Grand Finals. No joke. This Pokemon is so good. Don't be sleeping on Dewgong. If you need some tank, some debuff action, maybe some against, steel action, Dewgong right here with the Drill Run action has now been able to show itself as a prominent Pokemon to help you with your team, as we're going to watch another Drill Run land onto 6'4's Dewgong, and now comes the Poly. Here comes the Countess. Here comes, is it enough? He does! He can count all perfectly, the counters, what it does, the health of the Dewgong, and in comes the first Ice Punch. Boom, gets the final shield. Now, this should be a Blast Burn or a Dragon Claw. Either way, those wing attacks will be enough to get him down before he can get to another Ice Punch. The Icy Wind does go off, and without a shield, it looks like the Charizard will go down. 6'4" Ninja, keeping an eye on the counts. That's what you have to do. You have to recognize how much energy is there, how much health your opponent has. Maybe you can take it down in 4 counters before it gets to its Drill Run. As we see Uonet going in on Grand Finals, and oh no, not again. It's exactly what 6'4" wants. It's a Steelix on a Charizard, as the Breaking Swipe's gonna debuff the Defense Deoxys before this Steelix leaves. Just kidding, staying in this, getting some extra energy. The counters are debuffed. Again, this is Thunderbolt Defense Deoxys, so not really afraid of it, I guess, as he's showing right here, right now. Look at that. Both those Pokemon actually don't want to see counters, so I like this play, double debuffing this Pokemon, just in case. Another Charge Move is going to go off. Not going to do that much to this Steel typing, as the counter loses all, as Defense Deoxys loses all the energy, and now Dewgong, look at those counters. Double debuffed counter does nothing. Cycle Move still debuffing themselves. Just save the energy. As an Icy Wind goes off and takes out a Chestnut, 2 shields. Chestnut, oh, that is so tough. Chestnut with access to the superpower could do some debuff action, but the Frenzy Plant as well, because this has a water typing to it, does not finish off the second Frenzy Plant, as the shield saves the Dewgong with tons of energy now and enough health to start spamming away. That Defense Deoxys lost the debuff, but gained all the energy back to the Dugong, as now Dugong's just gonna debuff the Charizard, and it is 6-4 Ninja in the driver's seat of this grand finals, as a double debuff Charizard has a Steelix, triple debuff Charizard has a Steelix to deal with, and a Poliwrath in the back. Yeah, I would say shield right here, my friend. That's a great call as the Dragon Claw goes through. One more Dragon Claw, double debuff Dragon Claw. Will it do anything to the Steelix? Oh, just a little bit as Steelix Dragon Tail goes down, and all 3 Pokemon stick around for the grand finals of the 6-4 Ninjas victory. Oh my goodness, how could you do that? Those battles were so intense. That Steelix with the Earthquake coming down to the wire. So good, 6-4 Ninja. I'm sure your composure was real kept as you were tapping vigorously and vigorously and vigorously. GG's to everyone who showed up for the tournament. Looked like a really fun time. Congratulations to 6-4 Ninja for getting another 15 points, going 3-0 in this tournament, and securing some more leadership points heading his way towards Worlds. This journey is always fun when you get to do these in-persons with your locals and your rivals, so be sure to check out those in your area, as you should be able to find one nowadays and get yourself into this leaderboard and start getting yourself points heading to Worlds. It has been a fun journey so far, and we are almost done with half of the season, so be sure to check out all your locals through the local event finder on the website. The link will be down below. Thank you again for 6-4 Ninja for an incredible run. I appreciate you letting me shoutcast this. I hope you were entertained by the shoutcasting that had happened here, as I was entertained as how incredible that matchup was. A great play of energy. That Steelix showing really strong here, even against Registeel. You have to make some catches, but with some good Dugong debuffs and some Breaking Swipe, he was able to pull out a W. Congratulations, 6-4 Ninja again. Thank you all for watching the Poke Battle Network. I'm SosaFlow, and like always, keep on battling.